in many ways, but this is Ecclesiastes. It's like a pointy stick that's just like, and you're like, ow! And it pokes you. It prods you. For what purpose? To get you to move toward God. The Bible actually doesn't always present a carrot. It does. Sometimes it's a stick. And this section, whether it's Solomon or kind of a later editor who's reflecting on Solomon's writing, is saying, okay, that's what Solomon has given us. He's given us the gift of a pointy stick and nails. And then he says, but don't take this too far. Right? You should feel uncomfortable. My hope and prayer is that you all feel as uncomfortable as I do when I'm trying to write these sermons. I don't care if you're like, ooh, that kind of hurt a little bit. I'm like, okay, good, me too. I'm not alone then. You should feel uncomfortable. You should get the right kind of discomfort, the right kind of stress. Right? The right kind of stress moves you to action. It jolts you out of complacency and apathy and laziness and ignorance. And if that's what Ecclesiastes has done for you, good. It should do that. We often start to just drift into an apathetic kind of like, I don't know, like I don't really want to talk about anything difficult. I don't want to, have any uncomfortable reflections or conversations, or I just, my life's like really pretty good and I don't necessarily want to, and then here comes Ecclesiastes, and you're like, ow, dang it, what are you doing that for? And God's like, because you're not thinking. You're not doing anything. You're apathetic. You're laying in bed all day. You're not doing anything. I'm going to poke you with a stick, because sometimes it's all the talk of like, you're just so loved and you're so great and God loves, and it's like, that's true. God loves you and he's created you in his image. And so you are a magnificent creature. Yes. And also every single one of us is a wicked, lazy, there's a part of us that doesn't want to think God's thoughts, that doesn't want to think about him, that doesn't want to respond to him. And that part of us is not magnificent. It's not wonderful. It deserves a sharp stick